Well, I got the van here. I'm gonna drop it off to get the inside detailed, because it's huge in here and I don't want to do it. So brought it out to Blue Star Auto Salon. We'll see. These bay doors back here, I hope we get to use the big one on the end, because those other ones are pretty short. I don't know if this giant van is gonna fit or not, so we'll stay tuned. Hopefully they'll be done in a day or two and it'll be smelling beautiful on the inside. We'll see how it goes. The vents for the defroster are being blocked by my smartphone mount, and I got a line in the middle of the windshield. So last time I kind of glossed over the fact that I showed up here at Northwesty with my van to get some parts, and I ended up leaving with a job. So I took the van to the detail shop. Hopefully it'll be done today. And Samantha is still chilling. I brought my toolbox today. My neighbor's been gracious enough to allow me to store it in his garage for the last few months since I sold my house. And we're gonna unload that, and I think this is the 5th green toolbox in this shop. Everybody's got green Snap-on boxes, which is pretty fun. So I'm gonna go finish eating breakfast, wait for the guys to show up so they can get the gate open. Good old Samantha going along, up, turn the wipers on, and oh wait, the wiper fell the fuck off. Come on, truck. So here at Blue Star Auto Salon and Midnight Window Tint, just got the van detailed. Let me tell you what, I didn't realize that there was so much color to these seats. There's purple and blue and red and orange. They're cool. It looks great in here. Everything looks nice. It smells nice. Look at these floorboards. Man, yeah. Dashboard's all cleaned up. Oh, the thing is beautiful. Oh man, I just sat on the seat all dirty. My dirty ass. I gotta lay down some shit to sit on. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know what this is about, but it's pretty funny. Eventually I'll get better at filming when I start instead of halfway through the project. The first thing I did down here, I had to add a little bit of weld to the V-band clamp for the exhaust. It was cracking from, I don't know, what is that? Almost 2 inches it was cracking down there. So I pulled the muffler, that really long exhaust system, which is a bend and a MagnaFlow. That's my whole exhaust. And now the engine lid, the factory cover, since you see the engine just sticking up just a little, the factory cover, they cut a fat hole in. So I threw it away. I got a steel one. There was a rib across the center, some insulation on that side. I took that out and I cut the rib out, and now I'm just gonna massage it with a rubber hammer until it fits. So we'll see how it looks. There we go. I cut the center rib out and beat the shit out of this thing with a hammer, and then laid down some kill mat. I've never heard of this kill mat product, but it looks like it'll do just fine. You can see the dent that I put in the lid to clear the center of the engine there. So we should be good to go. I already test fit it. I know it fits well. So hopefully I won't be breathing diesel while I'm driving down the road now. You can actually see, no you can't because of the fucking sunlight. There's diesel soot all over this right here from the engine. Let's see, maybe if I go that way. Nah, you can't see, but that's just covered in diesel soot. And rust too. I gotta do some rust repair. Okay, well, I'm out of here. I'm tired. I want some dinner. Well, my engine lid modification went really well yesterday, and I didn't ever take a video in here. I mean, not like you'd be able to tell over video how quiet it is now as compared to before, but man, it's so much nicer to drive in this thing now. I can't smell any exhaust. I got a bee friend who wants to hang out with me. Come on, buddy. Anyways, it smells way better. And when I'm idling downhill in 4th gear, you can't even hardly hear this thing. This is the first time. It's a little cold this morning, so I'm driving with the windows mostly up. And man, it is nice and quiet. I'm excited to see what I can get done today. Try to, what's the first, gauges. Gonna update to more modern gauges and then try to see if we can remount the awning. Because I just disassembled a bunch of interior to see where I can mount the awning to a more secure location. So we'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. So today we're gonna upgrade to some more modern gauges. I took the top of the dashboard off so that I can get the cluster out. Got my auxiliary boost and pyrometer. But look at the brake master cylinder fluid reservoir. I mean, the master cylinder's right there too as soon as I take the gauges out, but that's hilarious. Yesterday I was working on one of these vans, bleeding the brakes, so I was just sitting in here, pumping the brake pedal and topping off the brake fluid right there. It's pretty funny how compact everything is. Oh, now twice in a row. I said I'd get better about filming before I started a project, but I'm halfway through. So, there's some panels up there, there's some panels down here, some panels over here, there's a crystal over here, God, these screws are easily 2 inches long that I've taken off 1 million of so far. I'm trying to get all this paneling off because my awning here is not mounted strong enough, so I'm gonna mount it to this wall, but I gotta see what's on the other side first. We're getting there. Well, about 2 minutes of disconnecting plugs and wires and switches and all sorts of custom what the heck is this? Interesting. That is for the pyrometer. Okay. There's all sorts of tapped in aftermarket, I don't even know. This guy over here for the race capture that I cannot get to function. But yeah, and what in the world, what in the world is this darn thing? All these wires coming off the back with this strange plug? I don't know, but it's cool. Everything made in Germany. Made in Germany. That I can't read. Ooh, that's kind of especially melted. Interesting. But yeah, we'll be getting rid of so the tach has never functioned. Temperature gauge works, fuel gauge works, but the temperature's just a sweep. I don't know what it's meaning. Half of these function, none of these function. And the odometer works, but the speedometer never really works. So it'll be nice to have some working gauges. There we go. Check that out. New gauges. Now I just gotta get them installed. So since I'm always forgetting to film before I start working, I got the engine open again. I just removed the old factory oil pressure sending unit, and I'm down in here installing the new oil pressure sending unit, and then I'm going to swap that sending unit for coolant temperature over to the new sending unit. And I got a bunch of wires to run. I got to wire the tachometer and then wire the gauges. So we'll see how long it takes, but it's gonna be sweet. Well, that looks a whole sight different than this morning. Let's see why did they, oh wow. So voltage is doing good. Oil pressure and fuel. I don't know about the tachometer doesn't work, and the backlights to these gauges don't fucking work. So I'll have to figure that one out. So I got the gauges working except for the tachometer, like I said. But the gauge backlights, I couldn't figure out the wiring circuit. There's something wrong with the gauge backlights. So right now you can see what I'm seeing down the road. I got no idea. Oh, hold on. Let me turn on the dome light. Oh, I can see when I turn on the dome light, even though I know the camera can't. But yeah, that's annoying. I gotta get that fixed.